Hello, hotties.
I'm Positive Noodles.
And I'm xFlowmingo.
Welcome to Hot X Nudes.
If you're new here, this is where we drop some hot takes on gaming news, Reddit stories, and do our weekly FMKs.
2 months of episodes?
Huh?
I know, we've been doing this for 2 months. We're on episode 8. We've released weekly.
That's
I'm gonna
so
be completely
crazy.
honest. I'm surprised that we've been able to do this weekly. Like, I'm always like,
I was gonna say, I'm surprised we haven't been like, we'll cancel one.
I mean, this is a lot easier than streaming, I want to say.
It's true. It's
Yes,
true. It's
like-
also just like girly hangout time.
Yes, which is always needed.
It is.
Which, talking about girly hangout time, I don't know if I mentioned it last week, and I know I'm gonna get a message for it. I got to do a girly hangout with Natalie of All Trades in person, and it was like therapy. So love you, girl. But girly hangouts are always like
They're
so needed.
just
Yeah.
like therapy. It's like good for the soul, you know?
It's so good. And you know what? Not even girly.
No,
guys,
girly
and
is a
non-binary
metaphor.
pals.
It's literally like, you know,
I literally, it's like
besties.
calling like somebody in the LGBTQIA community like queen. Queen is not like gendered, I feel like, in that like,
not
kind of
anymore.
contents. Yeah. So we were actually talking about that earlier because like, is dude gendered? I kind of want to know. Let me know.
See,
if dude is
let us
gendered.
know what you think.
Because
I personally use it for a lot of for like anyone.
Same.
Or like it's not even like a person at this point. Half the time I'm just like dude.
Yeah.
It's like bruh. Like I just say bruh.
It's like bruh.
It's like I'm just it's just an exclamation. It's not.
Yeah.
I'm not calling you those things.
Yeah, I felt bad because there was somebody that uses they them pronouns, and I was like, yeah, dude, that sucks. And then I was like, oh, I hope that's okay.
Yeah, I get that. And also it's one of those things like if someone told me they didn't like being called that, I would avoid calling them.
Oh yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
But otherwise,
consent with nicknames and pet names.
100%.
Yeah.
Always.
I've always been like that. I'm a huge pet name person. Like in the sense of like sweetie, honey, whatever, you know what I mean? Flo can tell you, like almost 10 years of friendship come September, which is crazy.
That is crazy.
But like I've always been like a pet name person in the sense of like sweetie, honey, whatever. And when somebody told me they don't like it, I don't use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I'm not gonna be like, oh, that's just what I use, whatever. But,
yeah, like too bad.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, but let's get into our gaming hot takes.
Sounds good. I've got a little bit of news. Some of it is like semi-old news, but it's okay. We're gonna talk about it anyways.
Yeah, whatever.
So Valorant, whatever. For Valorant, they have started recently their VCT lock-in, which is like a tournament series. It's in Brazil, in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Ooh.
Which is pretty cool. So it starts with like 16 different teams, and they're kind of, I think they're from like all over the world. I don't think it's just like US or anything like that. I don't know. There's a list here, and I'll provide the link in the show notes that has all of the teams that are competing. One of the teams that I know that I watch once in a while is Sentinels. Unfortunately, I don't watch these that much, so I don't know so far who has competed and who has left or anything like that. Honestly, the only reason I know Sentinels is because I fucking love Kaide. So one of the reasons that I know about the Sentinels is mainly because of Kaide. I love Kaide. She's so cute and she plays Valorant. She's really good. I don't know if she's Radiant. I think last I checked she may have been Immortal, but she's really good and I enjoy watching her. And she's engaged, I think, to Tens, I think.
Oh.
And he's on Sentinels.
I know that one.
Also, yeah, you probably do. And he's on the Sentinels. So I think they just went, they were going to Brazil to compete and stuff.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so I haven't been watching, so I don't know. I mostly watch like their regular streams, then I watch like their actual tournament gameplay, but I should start watching the tournaments. I don't know why I haven't yet.
Okay, so question from a non-Valorant player. Also, I just learned Immortal is a rank.
Yes.
I was like, oh.
I'm like, she's immortal.
I'm like, good for you, queen.
Right?
So, okay, so is it like a tournament in the sense of like, best thing I can relate it to, even though I don't watch it, is like March Madness in like a bracket sense?
Yes, I
Okay.
think so. I
That's
think
what I
that's
was
how it
kind of
works.
guessing. That's how most like tournaments work, where it's like a
Yeah,
bracket type
I
thing.
think that's exactly how it works. And I don't know how many games they do. I really should look into that. But and then I know at the end there's going to be like a final two teams. And I believe the finals are going to be, what did it say? March 4th? Yes, March 4th. So it takes place over so many weeks, I think, is where all the games are going to happen. And it's just pretty cool. I should get into watching it. I also really like the way Valorant, like sometimes they'll make little map updates to go with the tournaments.
Ooh.
So on Split specifically, I don't know anywhere else, but on Split, there's like a little area in one of the spawns that looks like a store normally, but now it's set up to look like all the gaming stations to look like the tournament. It's pretty cute. I really
I
like
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 that.
when they do little things like that. Yeah, it's really cute. Um, another thing that's pretty cool about the tournament is this. Right now they're going to be doing what's called the show match at VCT Lock-in, and this show match is basically going to be like, I think like more like a creators tournament. So it's going to be like a single match, a single game, and whoever wins wins. And it's going to take place right before the finals. And those teams are going to be led by Tarek, which is a huge Valorant gamer now. I think he used to play COD. I can't remember. And then the other one is FRTTT. I don't know who that is, so I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. If it's
Gotcha.
FRTTT or what, but
Barrett?
so that'll be pretty cool. What?
Barrett? I guess
Barrett?
that's what it
See,
could
to
be.
me, my brain was like, that looks like it says fart.
I mean, it's probably like something like that, but I'm just like, maybe it's like an abbreviation.
And I don't know who it is. So it'll be cool. The rest of the team, like their team, those are the leaders of the teams, and the rest of the team still hasn't been announced or anything yet. So I think that would be really fun to watch. I also I enjoy watching Tarek. Sometimes I'll just like stick him on while I'm eating dinner or something like that.
Yeah.
So he's pretty fun to watch. And I think that'll be fun. That is also March 4th at 9 a.m. Pacific. That's what it's listed under. And so I think that'll be really cool. And then right after that will be the finals. And then one more minor Valorant news, has nothing to do with the tournament, is they have recently tweeted, and I'll include the link to the tweet in the show notes as well. There is going to be, I think, a new Oni bundle which is gun skins.
Gotcha.
For any non-Valorant players.
I was like, DBD Oni? Like, are they doing a crossover?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I have the Oni Phantom, and it's a really good one. It's very like glowy and like cool looking, and the style of it is just like really nice. I'm a huge fan. So I don't know if there's going to be, I'm assuming there's going to be more gun skins in this bundle. And the coolest part is the melee weapon in this bundle is a katana. It's gonna look so cool. And they posted a little video here on their Twitter. Again, I'll include the tweet in the show notes. I'm so excited to see it.
It looks cool.
I might really contemplate buying this whole bundle. I've never bought a full bundle before, but we'll see.
See, I'm the one who does the show notes, so I was like preemptively doing them, and I was like, ooh, this is cool.
Right?
So I definitely thought it looked really cool. So,
and this is coming out, I think, the first day, episode 6, act 2. I don't know what that date is. I think it says it in the game.
Yeah.
What that date is. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that.
I mean, we love Valorant news, even if I don't understand most of it. I haven't played since I got drunk and not the
I
time
know,
I
we
got
gotta
drunk
play.
On stream. Maybe we'll talk about that. Anyway,
we should. Anyway, what about you? What do you got for news?
So I didn't even know this was happening or it was announced, but like last summer, it was announced that they were gonna work DBD, Dead by Daylight, was gonna work with Funko Pops and make like DBD character Funko Pops. And it was just announced that they are canceling the collab.
Oh, that's upsetting.
Yeah, so I think it might be because of they've had this issue before with licensing, even
Ah,
though I was like, oh, they're gonna do the original characters, but I don't know if it's a licensing thing or they're gonna
it
try
could
to make
be.
their own or whatever it is. I don't really know about any merch, like
Mm,
figurines that you can get that aren't like third party or whatever. But I think it would be really cool because they could make a lot of money too, because they could do the different like iconic outfits. And
that would be
this
sick.
old thing, I
And
don't
like
know if
collect them
it's,
all kind of thing.
yeah, this old thing is when you used to prestige, which means like you would restart from level 1 of like on the blood web.
Mm-hmm.
And I know this doesn't make sense to non-DVD players, but once you got back to up to 50, because it goes 1 to 50, when you prestige, you would get like a like skin that was like a bloodied version, and you would get like
Oh,
shirt, pants, and then I think like face type thing. So I never
okay.
did it because I was like, oh, I don't need it. But then you could get like they could have like the ultra like rare ones where you can have like the blood like the prestige ones. So really see this as sad to see that. I don't know if it's because they were
Yes.
trying to do licensed characters, which I feel like they weren't, but I hope it comes to fruition in the future. But because I would be buying that Michaela pop. I would be
Oh
buying
God,
it.
yeah.
Also, I would buy the Huntress. I think the Huntress
Yes,
looks so cool.
absolutely. I
And then they
agree.
could also do like,
Especially with her mask, like that would look,
yeah. And
so
then
cool.
also she could do like, they could do the ones that are based off the dating game because you can actually buy the skins now or something like that. I think if you have the
Oh,
game, you can buy, or you get the skins of like the dating game ones,
yeah.
and like they have different skins. So I'm like, I wonder, I feel like there's so much potential there,
Hmm.
but I don't know what it is. They kind of were vague about
Yeah.
what the reason was. So
It'd be really cool though.
yeah.
Maybe in the
So
future they'll work on
sad to
something
see
again.
that. I was sitting in my car this morning because it was below freezing, waiting for my windshield to defrost. And I have an Android, so I was like going through like the Google suggested articles. Because
Hmm.
sometimes there's stuff interesting in there, and that's where I saw it. So sad to see that. But you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe in the future. But something I really wanted to talk about, and also kind of hot takes on people's opinions, is COD is coming to Switch. So Call of Duty
Saw
is
that.
coming to Switch. So I'm going to read out the announcement that Brad Smith made, which I don't know if he's like the CEO of like, I should know this, but I don't know if he's the CEO of Microsoft, but he tweeted out, "We want the record to be clear and address any misleadings. I'm delighted to repost below this statement and affirm Microsoft's strong commitment to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo customers if our acquisition of Activision Blizzard is approved by regulators." So I'll read the statement that Microsoft made, but that was what like they tweeted with the statement. Microsoft and Nintendo have now negotiated and signed a binding 10-year legal agreement to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo players the same day as Xbox, with full features and content parity or party, whatever, so they can experience Call of Duty just as Xbox and PlayStation gamers enjoy Call of Duty. We are committed to providing long-term equal access to Call of Duty to other gaming platforms, bringing more choice to more players and more competition to the gaming market. So,
Interesting.
first I want to talk on the Activision Blizzard thing. If you didn't know, Microsoft, like Xbox, is trying to acquire Activision Blizzard
Hmm.
because they want to get more games. I mean, it's business.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the government, and I think more than one, just more than the US, and like Equal Trade wants to shoot it down, and initially shot
Hmm.
it down or raise concerns because they thought it would cause a monopoly, because
Okay.
then people wouldn't buy PlayStations because everybody could buy Xbox or just play it on PC or this and that, and which I understand. And side note, I could go on a rant about monopolies and oligopolies, which is like small amount of people in one like department, like one area.
Yeah.
But I could go on a rant about that for so long. As we've mentioned before, Flo and I met in econ class. I have a minor in econ. I've done many classes in it, and I hate monopolies. I hate them. I hate them so much.
Except the board game.
Yes, I like the board game. I haven't played it in so long, and I feel like you need the right people and the right vibe to play it. But
anyway,
I hate monopolies. But I'm not as mad at this one. But I also get, like, why the equal trade, like, fair trade union, like, they want to do that. I completely understand. So what I think this is kind of a marketing thing to get it so it doesn't seem like they're doing a whole, like, monopoly. And the thing is, people are not buying PlayStations, right? That's what they're worried about. But also, it's not only Xbox's reason that they're not buying PlayStations. Or people, I have a little bit of a gripe with PlayStation and Sony because they make so many things exclusives. Now, I know things are exclusives. I know Nintendo has exclusives, stuff like that. But they're very, very, like, hold on to exclusives when it's not as common anymore. Now, Mario games are always going to be on Nintendo. That I feel like is a little bit different. But these AAA games are always, like, PlayStation exclusive. Now, they're starting to veer away from that and bring them to Steam. And I'm very happy. But it took them years. Like, they didn't release Horizon Zero Dawn to PC until, like, 5 years after it was released.
Yeah.
And I don't know when I'm like, are they going to wait another 5 years for Forbidden West? Because, like, I want to play it. So,
right, I know.
People are going to want to buy a PlayStation to just get that. So, they're going to, I think people are kind of getting annoyed of that. Of, like, I'm not going to buy a whole ass PlayStation, especially when, like, it was hard to get one. And then, like, there's issues with each PlayStation. Also, apparently, my husband was telling me about this, and I feel like I knew this. They don't make profits off of consoles. They make profit off of games. Like, consoles aren't profitable. I think one Nintendo one
If they were, they'd do them every year.
Yeah, I think the Wii was. I think one Nintendo one was. But, like, they're usually not profitable. They usually take a loss on the thing. So it's like, make a deal that this is a Sony game. Like, they have so many Sony games. Bring it to different places and get more money on it. I might be wrong. I mean, a lot of them make money off memberships too. So they do have
especially now.
Yeah, they do have a membership where you can play, like, online game, like, you can play PlayStation games on your PC, but it's, like, older games and it's not any games that could be on PlayStation 5 or PS5, whatever. So that's kind of my rant about PlayStation and their exclusivity. But, like, they're trying to say that, like, Xbox and Microsoft are trying to become a monopoly, and maybe they are. But aside to that, this would be a marketing ploy. Maybe they wanted to do this before, but this is a marketing tool to be able to seem like they're not being a monopoly by bringing COD to Switch.
Yeah.
COD to Switch, a lot of people have been like, why the fuck would anybody want to play COD on the Switch? That's not fair. That's gonna suck. Trying to go up against these console and PC players, because it's gonna be cross-platform. Like, it's going up against these. It's only gonna be this, like, frames per second. Like, you're only gonna get this up and down. Like, trying to say, like, it's gonna be such a worse experience. Now, Switches cannot perform like other Xboxes. No. And, like, PCs and whatever. It's gonna be hard. But I think it's cool that they're bringing it to Switch. Again, it's a marketing ploy, but whatever.
It is.
I think it's gonna be cool because it's gonna introduce new people to COD. Like, people that might not try it before. Like, maybe people who don't have PCs. Maybe people that want to get into first-person shooters, but there's not a lot on Switch.
And this is like Fortnite on Switch.
Yeah.
My brother and his wife, Evelyn, have recently started playing Fortnite, like, right around Christmas time, and one plays on the PlayStation, one plays on the Switch, and they play
Yeah.
together, and it's so cute, and this is what
Yeah.
got them into it, and I'm like, this is fun.
Yeah,
It's
so it's a way to
it's good.
introduce not only young players, which obviously like not too young because of like the language and not even in
Yeah.
multiplayer. But like first of all, there's also in majority of them, my husband was telling me that there's some CODs that don't have story mode, but
Mhm.
in a majority of them they do have a story mode. And I know
Yeah.
like I believe Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2, that's the one with ghosts, like they have like a
Yeah.
really cool story mode.
It seems that way.
Yeah. So for me, I'm just like, why not like let that other people play that? And I want to say there's people that are cracked on the Switch. Our friend, like from streaming and everything, Tilt, she
Yes.
is so good at Apex, and she now has a gaming laptop, but she was so good on Apex on the Switch. And like,
That's crazy. I love
yeah.
that.
And also you gotta count into people, like I think they're making another Switch, like another console. I don't know, it's been rumored for a while, but they had the OLED, and the OLED docking system has an Ethernet port. So that will help.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know. For me, it's just like, why are people so upset about this and saying like this is so
Yeah,
stupid?
no
Nobody's
one's
gonna want
also,
to
like,
play.
forcing you to play it on the
Yeah,
Switch,
and it's
but
just
people who do want to, now they have the option.
yeah, and it's not
Now they
like
have it available to them.
yeah, you might be going up against Switch players, and it's like isn't gonna be easy targets for you or whatever. But like, it's just the whole thing of like, it feels like gatekeeping to me.
It does, it does. It's like you're not elite enough to play this if you're on
Yeah,
Switch.
or
Ugh.
like nobody's gonna want to play it on Switch, and it's like, hey, maybe I want to get into it. Like my
Yeah.
friend plays Animal Crossing. Like, what if this could be a good way? Again,
Like, what if I
story
just wanna play
mode.
this casually from bed?
Yeah, yeah. What if you want to
Let's make
leave?
it cozy.
Yeah, I just I
I
kind of
agree.
it
I
feels like
agree with you.
gatekeeping, and
It does.
it again, there people enjoy Fortnite, and I know that's not as like Fortnite is a AAA game in my opinion in the sense of like how much has gone into it, but like graphics wise, it's not as intense as like some CODs and everything.
Yeah.
I
No, of
will say
course, but
that, but
still.
like still like let people play first person shooters and just make it more accessible. Like
Yeah,
there
I agree.
again, and I feel like it's gatekeeping, but I also feel like it's in like subconsciously like a gatekeeping of like women into gaming, being like who's gonna play on Switch, and like a lot of women have Switch, and
Mhm.
like everybody has, like people have Switch, no gender isn't a big thing, but like women play cozy games and women play Switch games and whatever. Like I don't know, it just feels like a weird gatekeeping type
It
thing.
is.
And it's like, if you don't want to play on Switch, don't play on Switch.
Exactly.
If you're upset that it like an issue, it I don't know, it just
I agree
um
with you completely,
it
so
definitely makes me a little annoyed. So
Mhm.
but yeah, so I think it's going to be cool, but again, it's only if the Activation Blizzard goes through, which again, it's a marketing ploy, but I think it would be really cool to see. So
Yeah.
all right, let's get into powdered.
Sounds good. Okay, so for me, powered, playing, watching, reading, drinking. Playing Valorant, obviously. I also started Night in the Woods last week, which is so good.
Yeah.
It's so cute. The animation style is so cute. The music is so fucking good. The dialogue is absolutely hilarious. Like it's always like something that's so subtly funny
Yeah.
that I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like this is amazing. I love it so much. So I'm really excited to continue that this week. It's my
It's
current like stream story game, so I think it'll be perfect.
I love
I
that.
really love it.
I've watched people play it. I've never played it, but I think it's so
Yeah, I'd
cute.
never watched anyone play it before. I'd seen a couple clips on like TikTok just of people recommending the game.
Yeah.
But otherwise I hadn't seen much of it and I didn't know what I was doing. For like a quick little summary again, not summary because I haven't finished playing the game yet, but like
Yeah.
you play as this little cat who's like home from college and she's a bass player and it's like it's so cute.
I love
I love
that.
it. I'm a huge fan. Um some of the music kind of reminds me of like Tame Impala or like Arctic Monkeys. Like
Oh
it's like
yeah.
super bass heavy because she's a bass player. So like it's really good music and like just the vibes are like a little bit spooky but like cutesy. Oh my god. So
Yeah.
good. Obsessed.
We love music. I mean, we talked about scores for
Yeah.
so long.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. But yeah, so that's my current game I'm playing. I also Fortnite season is ending soon, so I got to get on that so I can finish my battle pass.
Yeah.
Hopefully this week I'll have time for that. And then I guess this is not a video game, but yesterday I played with my brother and Devlin a game of Monopoly. I think it lasted us like 5 hours.
Yeah.
We didn't technically finish, but because like technically you're supposed to go until everyone's bankrupt except one.
Yeah.
We went until there are only 3 of us, so we kind of one person went bankrupt and we just kind of went by like whoever had the most
Yeah.
money and assets at the end.
Yeah. That's kind of what I do.
Yeah, because sometimes
it's
it's
a
just because
small
it was
group.
like it was already like 12 at night, so we're like, let's just let's just go.
It's just this is fine.
House rules, let's just call it. We did try to follow the game rules instead of house rules.
Yeah.
But it's crazy too because the whole time you're back and forth. It's like suddenly someone has like $30 left and I have like 2,000, and then the next round suddenly I have $25 and they have 2,000, and it's like what the fuck. So
I love that.
You know, yeah, but that was a lot of fun. I am still watching White Lotus slowly. I only watched 1 episode last week. But the other thing I'm watching now is Drive to Survive because the season just came out. This is the Formula 1 show on Netflix.
Gotcha. I was like,
because
what's this?
The next season of Formula 1 starts this weekend already. Technically it already started with like practices and like the testing of the cars, updates and stuff. But this coming weekend is the first race.
Nice.
So I'm excited. I don't even know where it is. Last year it started in Bahrain, I think. Bahrain. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I don't know if that's where it's starting this year. We'll see. But I'm going to be watching that. And then I started episode 1 of Drive to Survive, which Drive to Survive basically comes out right before the new season starts, and it's about the previous season. It's like a docu-series kind of thing.
So is it like people acting or like a documentary?
No, it's the real. It's like a
Okay.
It's like a documentary.
But it's episodic. Like
it's
gotcha.
Yeah. And they'll all be about different parts. Sometimes it's like chronological, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
It kind of depends. But yeah, so I'm watching that. I really enjoy it. That's what got me into watching Formula 1 was this series on Netflix. And it's just funny because
heard of it.
Oh, yeah. I think that's what got Formula 1 really popular in the US because the US, no one really cared about Formula 1 that much.
Yeah.
Until this series came out, and now it's like it's becoming huge. There are 3 races in the US now.
Oh, wow.
Texas, Miami, and Las Vegas. Las Vegas, this is the first year they're doing Las Vegas. I think it'll be in September. So yeah, I love that show. So I'm interested in seeing all the drama that happened because it's like you watch the races and you're like that's going to be in the show. That's going to be drama.
Yeah.
and it is, so for reading, I'm still reading Legends and Lattes. I think I'm almost done. I believe I'm on chapter like 23.
Oh yeah, you're almost done.
Or 24.
I think there's 27 chapters.
Okay, so then yeah, I think I'm close to done. I'm really excited about it. I really love it so much. Oh no, I'm on chapter 27. Is this the last chapter?
I don't know. Can you look
Maybe.
at the?
We'll see.
Can you look at the?
It shows like this as my this is where I am.
No, but
I don't really know.
Like a table of contents.
I don't know how to get to it. I don't know how to use this thing.
Fair,
I just click the pages and I'm like,
here, let me Google
my Kindle, by the way. I don't use Feely books. I use a Kindle.
Imagine somebody who's not who's not watching and listening,
and they're like, she doesn't know how to use a book.
That is like a boomer writing a millennial or Gen Z
in
a DB. I don't know how to use a book.
I don't know what's a book.
Not like we don't.
Meanwhile, I have
them.
this in front of me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then maybe I'll be done with that tonight. I do have my next book purchased and downloaded on my Kindle already as well.
What? There's 31 chapters?
There's 31?
I thought there was only 27.
Either way, that's like 5 chapters left. So
yeah, we're good.
I should finish that tonight. And then next week I'll report.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your next book?
I love it. My next book is House on the Cerulean Sea.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
I've seen
Recommended.
that. I haven't
Yeah.
read it, but I've seen it.
Yeah, me too. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to finish this one up. It has gotten a little cute. So
I think I know where you're at, so
yeah, probably. A little cute, a little scary.
Yeah.
I like it. But yeah, so that's what I'm reading. Drinking. I've got no adult beverages.
No.
You can discuss that.
No.
I've got a Dr. Pepper. I'm a Dr. Pepper girly these days. It's Dr. Pepper or Diet Coke for me. That's like the only sodas I keep in the house nowadays. Because I love Dr. Pepper. I don't know if I've mentioned this. I only tried it for the first time.
Yeah. Dr. Pepper and Diet Coke.
Dr. Pepper and Diet Coke. I tried Dr. Pepper for the first time last summer, and I haven't turned back since. I'm obsessed.
You know what? There's times that I crave a Dr. Pepper. Like, it's not my favorite soda, but like, I don't hate it. And then I like crave a Dr. Pepper, and I was like, shit, this is so good.
It's so sweet. And like, I don't know that I love it with meals, except maybe with like a burger or something.
Yeah.
But like by itself, if I'm just like, I want like a soda, this is what I want.
Yeah.
With meals, Diet Coke is the move.
See, I'm a ginger ale girly. I love a ginger ale.
That's fair. I love ginger ale as well, specifically Seagram's, but I can never find Seagram's.
I'm a Canada Dry bitch. Seagram's is my backup.
Okay, I'm a Seagram's girly, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Ginger ale's good.
See, I had to buy Seagram's when Meru lived here because she loves Seagram's, so
it's the best one.
I personally think that Canada Dry is the best one.
Fair. Okay, so then next time we do Fuck, Marry, Kills, it's gonna have to be Seagram's, Canada Dry, and Schweppes.
Yes.
I'll have that. Yeah. I'll write that down for next time.
I won't say what my answers are, but we'll know who I marry. But anyway.
Okay. All right. What about you? What about your Powered?
So, again, Powered is playing, watching, reading, drinking. I was playing Melatonin. I need to finish because I went to go, we'll talk about this. I went to go finish it on Wednesday.
Yep.
And last Wednesday, which was February something, was National Margarita Day. So
which I'm sad I missed.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna make margaritas, and I talked about last time like the rolling and for like love languages and stuff, and I rolled actually like make me a drink because like I like making cocktails, so I was like, perfect, like I'll do this. So I got a little fancy. I like got raspberries, and I like mushed them and technically blended them, so and like then like strained it and then like mixed it together and whatever. Used triple sec and everything, because usually what we do for margaritas, air quotes, it's just tequila and juice. Yeah. So, and it was like a blended margarita, and we used margarita glasses and everything. Ooh, so
lovely.
With the raspberry, it went down very easy. So I had 3.
Too easy.
And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna stream, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put a shots rename. Because why not? So I did the limit to be 4.
Yeah.
And I did not put the channel point redemption high enough.
Nor did you put a cooldown on it.
I didn't. I don't know why I didn't. I was already tipsy when I started. And I had a drunk stream. And I never started Melatonin.
No.
The only game I played when I was plastered, like fucking pissed drunk. I got pissed drunk.
You forgot to mention that you also did an extra shot.
I did 4
on your own free will.
An extra shot, and I had to change to rum. Yeah, I was chasing with tequila and raspberry lemonade, which I mixed together in this cup for anybody watching. And so I was chasing with tequila and juice, which flows.
As a tequila shot, drink more tequila and juice.
And then
you're wild.
And I had it like filled up to the tequila. Anyway, so and then I had to switch to rum because we had like Bacardi white rum, and so I had to switch that because we ran out of tequila, and so I switched to that. And then I had topper that's like a pour topper, because like I work at a place that has a bar and I just like borrow those sometimes. So I was randomly just like pouring it into my mouth. So I probably took like 6 shots total. And so Eric, my husband, literally had to come upstairs and like grab the bottle.
He's like, you're done.
Yeah, you're done. My shot glass was a Target shot glass for Pride that came in a 4-pack that said chaotic bisexual. So it was very fitting.
Perfect.
So yeah, I did not play Melatonin, but I did play a round of DBD, and I barely remember any of it. I did not black out, but I am fuzzy on stuff. Like, I didn't like black out in the sense of like forgot like half of it.
No, you like, didn't. Fuzzy. You weren't like on the table, you know, drooling. You were. You were still chatting and
was
stuff.
So drunk. I haven't drank like that in college, and I was so drunk. And I got the COVID booster that day. So yeah. The next day I was fucked up, like hung over and dealing with COVID booster and flu shot. Like,
and you're texting me, I'm not drinking on Monday.
I'm not drinking. I also texted her.
Spoiler alert, sorry.
Yeah, I also don't text Flo. I always message her on Discord, and I texted her how to end drunk stream with an upside down exclamation point and then a bunch of exclamation points. So at like 10 o'clock, I don't know when I ended, but everybody said it was super funny. I even called my mom. Yeah, somebody Exius like mentioned like saying something about a mom and being like, Mom, I'm pissed drunk. And I called my mom and talked to her on stream for like 6 minutes, and she was roasting me, and people loved her.
Because you were like, Mom, they made me take shots. And she's like, you know, they're not in your room forcing you, right?
And she's like, did they pay you money? I gotta watch the VOD, but I feel like I'm gonna cringe. She's so much. Funny. Yeah, you know my mom, so good. You understand. Everyone's like, I love Mama Posy, and I'm like, yes. Mama Noodles. So,
Mama Noodles.
So I didn't really play a lot on Wednesday. Eric and I played a co-op game called Escape Academy. And it's
I've heard of this.
Yeah, it's on Game Pass. It's on like everything, but we like to play like some Xbox games, and we want to play like a split screen co-op on the couch, because it was cute. It's a fun thing to do, and we can cuddle with the pets while we do it. And it's like it's an escape room basically, and you're like learning to do escape rooms to become like an escape artist or whatever. Super cute, super funny. Super fun. So it's on Game Pass. I don't know how much it is on Steam or whatever, but it was a lot of fun. We only played a couple levels, and one of them was like really hard. But it's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun. So, and we love escape rooms. We haven't done escape rooms since before
I've never done one before.
Oh, we should do one.
I'd be down. Yeah.
It would be so much fun.
We'll make plans.
Yes. So yeah, that's what I was playing. Still watching The Last of Us. Yeah, this episode, I mean, I feel like I say that every episode.
That's what I keep hearing from everyone, not just you.
It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, this game was known for storytelling and just being an amazing story, and like such a well told story. And again, it's so good. And the cinematography, I'm like, I don't want to say like I'm a film buff, but like I am, and I watch a lot of behind the scenes. I just don't want to seem like one of those film bros that are like super pretentious about it, but I love certain like camera angles and camera shots and like certain like lighting, and I absolutely love this episode. And yeah, I'm just really excited. I'm nervous for the next episode, because I know I kind of know about what happens in the next episode. There's only 9, so there's only 2 left, and the last one's only like 47 minutes. So, which is weird, but like, I don't know. But they were confirmed for season 2, so I wonder when season 2 would come out. I don't think they've started filming yet. So, yeah. So I've been watching that, and then I watched the finale to After the Altar, Love is Blind After the Altar, which is like a little bit after a reunion, and it was kind of like drama, whatever, and it was good. It's my trashy TV show, and the new season comes out, so
we gotta have them.
Yeah. I don't know, a lot of basically all the men except one have come out as shitty human beings.
Ew.
So yeah, like one of them like got exposed for cheating, like with receipts on like the person. Yeah, it was bad.
What a mess.
Yeah. So I don't know, part of me is like I shouldn't watch the others, but I'm probably gonna watch the next season. I watch it with Eric. We love it. So
yeah. Anyway, that's like me with The Bachelor, but I haven't watched that in a while. But I did.
My old one was the 90 Day Fiance, but I haven't watched that in a long time. So, so reading. I am reading nothing, and Lore Olympus is on break. I wish I would. Had something to read, but I just haven't. Kind of getting back into like busy time for work, and so
I bet with the springtime coming.
And Eric and I have just been doing different things to enjoy each other, like playing video games, playing card games, playing board games. So I need to definitely find time for like self-care and reading. So yeah, I also want a random side note. I want to get a pop socket for the back of my Nook. I also might get a new Nook because I have an older one. Yeah. And it still works, but like they don't make them as cute as like the old ones. But anyway, I know Kindles are like a lot better, but the thing is like I have the Nook and I have so many books on it that it's just like you're integrated to a system, you have it. Yeah, exactly. I get it. So, but I want to get a pop socket for the back of my Nook because then it'll be easier to hold. I see people do that with Kindles.
Because it's like too wide. It's like wider than a phone, but like it's not big where like I want to have two hands on it. Yeah. So like if I could put a pop socket like here, in the corner,
I saw it on Book Talk. Ooh, it makes so much sense. Yeah. So
that's genius.
So yeah, drinking water because I can't even think about drinking anything. I love.
To be fair, I also have water.
I love how we did the like drinking fuck, marry, kill, because tequila I was like, oh, that's a good fuck, like that's fun, and seems like a lot of fun. So yeah, that's anyway, so just drinking water.
Honestly, you've inspired me. I think I'm gonna get some tequila.
Do it.
Not right now. Right now. I don't have any.
Next week we'll definitely do a cocktail. I just need a little bit of a detox.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to watch that VOD, I did highlight it so it always stays up there because VODs now only stay for 7 days, which very recommend. Yeah, recommendation to Twitch streamers: you can highlight your whole stream. Yes. So it stays as a highlight and stays on there. I always recommend backing it up anyway if you have storage on your computer. But if you want it as like a VOD that people can watch way later, highlight it, and you could just highlight the whole stream and it stays on there. But anyway, no. I mean, everybody said it was like an amazing stream. So tonight I will be drinking water and actually finishing melatonin and then doing some painting. So it'll be like half art stream.
Oh, painting. That's so exciting.
Well, you'll have to check in to see or watch the VOD to see. So yeah. All right, we're going to head off to break. And then when we come back, we'll have Reddit stories.
Sounds good.
All right. Bye. Welcome back, guys. Hello. From our wonderful break music, which I'm in love with.
I know. It's good.
Yeah. So, Flo, let's get into the Reddit story.
Sure. So the one I have today is kind of short. It's an Am I the Asshole? So
we love.
Am I the asshole for arguing with my boyfriend about not wanting to be called gamer girl? So me, 21F, and my boyfriend, 22, got into an argument. First, he stated that I'm a gamer girl, and I got upset because I've always looked at myself as close to a hardcore gamer. And to me and many others that I know, a gamer girl is basically someone who don't really play games and only really does to pose and take pictures and get attention from it, but knows very little about it. And he made me upset with that. And I explained to him what I saw as a gamer girl and asked him, how am I like this? And he said that wasn't his definition of it and said that a gamer girl is just that, a girl gamer. And we got deeper into it, and he said he sees me as a hardcore gamer, but he will still call me a gamer girl because that's what I am. And I got hurt and said, well, please don't use that term. It's not what you think it is, and it upsets me. And he didn't say anything. And when talking about it, he continued using it and saying, well, that's what you are. And I said, well, that's really unfair that you can get the title of hardcore gamer, but because I'm a girl, I only get gamer girl title, even if I fall into other categories of gamers. I kind of exploded on him, and he said in a mean way, I forgot we live in 2020. This is an older story. And I said, what's that supposed to mean? I find it sexist and hurtful. What happened to it being equal? And you can't even respect that I asked you not to call me that. And he said, it's freedom of speech. I'm so mad about this and hurt because he's normally about equality with me, but this shocked me. Am I the asshole?
Everyone sucks.
I have some thoughts on this. Huh?
Everyone sucks here.
Everyone sucks here, in my opinion. It was voted not the asshole, but I agree. Everyone sucks here. I don't like that she's connotating these as a bad thing, personally, because I think
it feels like woman hating women type thing.
It does, but I also understand she shouldn't be called what she doesn't want to be called.
Yes, that's where
so the people it's like a respect thing on his part
are gonna see like my face and be like, oh, she's going through a range of emotions right now.
Exactly, and that's how I felt reading this because I'm like, where I know he should be respecting what she does and does not like to be called. I don't like that she's like seeing it as such a bad thing either. You know what I mean? It seems like she doesn't want to be associated with that. And it's like, that's not fair because I think, you know, I think
you
the gamer girl vibe could be, you know, it's fun.
I know. I get really confused with it because
I do too.
I originally was going to have my name on Twitch be Bad Gamer Girl. And like in the sense that I'm bad at gaming, not that I am a bad like representation of a gaming girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I liked Positive Noodles. We got to that anyway. So but like gamer girl just means that you're a girl gamer. Like I understand where she comes from back in like the Tumblr mode when people were like biting controllers and posing.
Yeah.
But
I do. But also I don't like the hate on that either.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I was talking, I don't know. So I just, I have a range of emotions.
Yeah.
I don't like how she's talking about gamer girls being like,
as a bad thing.
This is a bad thing, whatever. But if you don't like being called something, just like we were talking about earlier, if you don't like being called dude, I'm not going to call you dude.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean? So
he should respect that.
Yeah, and the 2020 comment, like,
I know that
it's just like I just hate the like. I understand being like, oh, why am I not called a hardcore gamer, but you get to be called it because like, you're a guy
because
but, like,
of equality and all that.
Yeah, like I consider myself a hardcore gamer for certain things, but like I also call myself a gamer girl. Like I
use hashtag gamer girl in all my freaking TikToks.
I was about to say, like I do too. Like it is. If you don't like being called something, you should be respected by that. And I don't like that he's deliberately keeping to call her
like,
and be like,
too bad, that's what I'm going to call you.
Yeah. I don't like that. But I think everybody sucks here.
I think everybody sucks here. I think everyone's kind of like just this whole situation is being kind of shitty.
I don't think she's the asshole for not wanting to be called it, but I think she's kind of the asshole for bringing down
associating it as such a bad thing.
It feels very
it's like
I don't want to say like pick me because it's not a pick me situation, but the whole thing of like
it does because she's like, oh, but they're not real gamers.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I'm not like other gamer girls. Yeah.
And like I am so tired of like this women pitted against women thing. It's like giving misogyny, and it's just like
yes, exactly. And it's giving witch hunt.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan.
I have a whole theory on that, but it's just
I agree.
We've gotten to such a place too now. Like I remember when like girl love was a campaign, like instead of bringing women down, like bringing people together. Like YouTubers were using hashtag girl love in the sense of like building each other up, like we're here to build each other up, not pit against each other. And back in the day you were pit against each other. Like I used to work with senior living, and they were just vicious to each other because it was all about competition, who gets what man, who has the doctor husband. Like, it was misogyny, and it was like pit against each other.
Exactly.
And we've gotten to such a point of like supporting each other, not only in like the world. I mean, there's still people who are assholes and want to be like, I'm not like other girls or whatever. And it's like, yeah, your other girls are nicer and cool. Like, and we just come to such a better place. But also in gaming, like women, like just helping women in gaming. And that really pisses me off that she's trying to like demean that, or saying somebody, I don't care if you fucking play like mobile games, like you're a gamer girl. Like, if you want to call yourself a gamer girl, you're a gamer girl.
Yes.
So
I agree.
That kind of annoys me, but
I agree.
She's not the asshole for wanting to not be called that if she doesn't want to.
I agree with you. So she's not the asshole as that, but also
that made me feel like so many different emotions. Yeah.
I know, because even when I first was reading it, I was like, I get it. But also, no. Why are we shitting on the way other women are gamer girls?
Yeah. Yeah, and also you can't be a hardcore gamer if you don't call yourself a gamer girl. It's the whole thing. Like, I was talking to my husband too, like,
¿Por qué no los dos?
Yeah, ¿por qué no los dos? I say that all the time, and everyone's like, what? I was like, it's a commercial. I was talking to my husband too, of like all these people, like these guys being upset that these girls have, or just people have, like the pink gamer setup, and it's like, it's called aesthetic. Like, don't fucking come at me.
It's like, I could be cute.
Yeah.
And be a gamer.
Oh, she has a cloud rest pad. Like, who cares? She has a pink gamer setup. Guess what?
Does that impact her gaming?
If she has a pink Razer mouse, it's still a Razer mouse. It's called fucking aesthetic, and you can't say, oh my god, she's not like a good gamer or a gamer like whatever because she has pink. Yeah, come at me with your RGB fucking like fans and all this other stuff. It's called an aesthetic.
And your aesthetic red, like
that's gay as fuck. Like, you can't tell me rainbow isn't gay as fuck. But
they have their rainbow RGB, and they're like, excuse me.
Lights. Yeah, but no, I'm not saying gay is like a bad way. I say gay shit all the time. But like, your aesthetic when it comes to gaming is black and rainbow, or black and blue, or whatever, or black and green. But that's your aesthetic. It doesn't take away just because.
Let me use my pink stuff. I mean, I don't have pink stuff, but like, I get it. I would, like, Like,
I love this white and blue headset, but it doesn't make me any less of a gamer because I like a blue aesthetic, or my
I've got my white
has
stuff.
Like a purple background.
A lot of times this is pink. I have my little pink flamingo neon. I have my mini ears over here. I got my little Funko Pops and my little fake plants over here. I like the cute, you know. Like, this is gatekeeping. Why is it like you can't be cute if you're a gamer?
I could go on a rant with this all the time. It really fucking bothers me how people are like this.
I completely agree.
So, all right.
Yep. That's a good one. What do you got?
Sucks here. Okay, so I have Am I the Asshole Too, which this one is interesting, okay? Am I the asshole for playing as a woman in a video game? I feel like I'm losing my goddamn mind over this feud, so I need strangers' opinions. Also throwaway. 24 male, moved in with my boyfriend, 25 male, a few months ago. So a man-loving man relationship. A few weeks ago, while we were having breakfast, he asked if he could ask something important. He asked if I am in any way attracted to girls. I said no. Then he asked me if I am thinking of identifying as one or considering changing my sex. I again said no and asked where this is coming from. He said, well, I notice you play as females in video games quite a bit, and it made me think that you're either bisexual or identify as a female. And those are things I really need to know, and I want you to be honest about with me. I bluntly told him that's ridiculous, and I quickly changed the subject. For context, I have been playing the games like Horizon Zero Dawn, Tomb Raider, 2 games that star female protagonists, or other fighting and JRPGs that have fan servicey female characters. I never thought anything about it ever, and still don't. I also do not exclusively play as women, in case someone asks. We have a gaming room with a TV for each, and every now and then he will occasionally make remarks when he sees me in control of a female character, but I shut it down each time because I do not see how this is a big deal. Last night we were playing our respective games and talking, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw him bolt out of the room. I followed him and found him sitting on our bed, visibly shaking and close to tears. I embraced him and asked what was wrong, and he glared at me and said, "That lady on the screen had way too big of tits. Why do you play as her?" I snapped because he looked like there was something, seriously wrong, and I couldn't believe that that is making him cry, of all things. He called me dishonest about my sexuality or gender identity. He can't seem to determine which. And I again told him that this is all in his head, and if this is not the stupidest argument I have had, then it is easily in the top 5. He kicked me out of the room and locked it, and has not spoken to me since. Even though I think this is ridiculous, I reached out to our mutual friends about it, and she sided with him, thinking it was weird and that I should stop to keep the peace. My parents admit that they had the same theories that my boyfriend did when I started living with them growing up, but never actually saw it as a problem. So I guess I don't know if I'm missing something here. Am I the asshole?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think the boyfriend, or were they like engaged or anything? Boyfriend. Okay. I feel like the boyfriend has some trauma they need to unpack.
Yeah.
Or something, because that's really triggered. Like, okay.
I will say, like, I don't think this guy's the asshole for playing female characters.
No.
And especially in my head, I'm like, when I first read the title, I was like, oh, he's playing like customizable games like Skyrim or whatever, when you can like pick your gender or whatever. But like, he's playing Horizon Zero Dawn, where you don't get to
the main character, or Tomb Raider. It's like, that's the character. You're just playing a story.
Yeah, my ex played like Horizon Zero Dawn.
Do you read books that are written in the point of view of females?
Yeah, like,
of a woman? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand the assumption that associates with being like a different sexuality or, different gender.
It makes me feel weird too, because like, part of me is like, oh, I can maybe understand it when like the parents not understanding. And again, he's queer, so they would be like, oh, is this another level of queer, like idolization? And I don't want to say, like, maybe some people have found their gender identity through gaming, being like, I really like playing as this female character or female customization, but it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't, like, just because I played Fable, where I can't like customize as like a female, does not mean the Fable one, by the way, because the other Fables you can. Just because I identify as a female, like, doesn't make me, like, I don't know, it bothers me. But I will say, the way that he approached it, or at least came about it in like the post, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like he could have done a little bit better.
I agree.
I don't know how this situation played out, but it kind of seems like very dismissive, and like,
it does, because he kind of is like it's all in your head, like, chill out. Like,
I don't like that phrasing, and like,
no, me neither. That like, feels like gaslighting.
If you like also are there to comfort them, and then like they bring it up again, like, I can see how it's frustrating, but it's like,
yeah, I get
to
that.
them about it. I think like him cutting the conversation short might be like because he said the first time, like, cut the conversation short and change the conversation. So maybe the boyfriend was like, oh, maybe this is like a touchy subject, he's being and he's not ready. So
so maybe there needs to be a talk that happens. Like,
and I just,
because like, explain, these are story games. I'm just, there's plenty of reasons to want to play story games.
Yeah,
that
the way too
even
big
if
of
they,
tits
are
thing,
different
though.
genders and
Yeah, the way too big of tits, though, type
that
thing was
yeah,
weird for me. It's like,
that was a weird comment.
yeah, like he talked about the fan servicey games, but like Tomb Raider, like
Yeah.
I think like talking about that, it's just I don't know, like Aloy, like again, my ex played like female leading games, and first of all, it's great to have female leading games, and like
It is. We should all be reading and doing like a variety of,
yeah,
I'm taking story games almost like you're reading, except you're like playing it. You know
yeah,
what I mean? You're there for like the story, to be like involved in a story. It's
yeah,
not, it's simply just taking in information.
yeah. I'm like,
You're not,
it's the same
I
thing
don't
of
know.
like again, this could like maybe for some people it could
Yeah,
lead to a gender identity thing when
it
they're
could
playing
be.
a customization thing, but I also know people who play D&D and play the opposite gender, or I play a character that's she they because it's great
Yeah.
for this, like for me it's part of her story.
Yeah.
But the whole aspect, she's also like an alien, so, or an alien elf, so like gender is a construct already in our world. But anyway, I know people who play like a male character when they're female in D&D, but that doesn't mean that they're trying to go for that character.
No. And to like insist that like you're lying about this, it's like, how about like maybe let's calm down. Don't insist that someone else is doing that. And if they are, maybe they need to process it themselves.
Yeah, I don't like the suggestion that they should stop playing those games to keep the peace.
I agree completely.
I
don't
think
like
communication is key here.
Yes.
I think communication is so much key. And it again, I don't want to say everyone sucks, but it feels like an everyone sucks situation on how he's approaching it. Now, he could have approached it better and just not typing it like that, and he's in a rage right now for how he feels.
Yeah, because he said I closed the door and he locked the door, and I haven't talked to him since. So clearly this like just happened.
Yeah, and so I feel like maybe he I don't know, like maybe he didn't communicate it the way he actually communicated it, but I just feel like I don't know, it kind of bothered me how he was approaching it.
Yeah, like don't completely dismiss their feelings.
Yeah, and again, if you cut it short, like maybe they're just worried that you haven't come out. And I feel like the boyfriend of OP was the way that he described it being like, can I ask you something important? Well, I noticed you played this, and the boyfriend plays video games, so that's why it's a little weird for me. But just saying like, I really need to know, and I want you to be honest about this with me. And that's fair. Like the way I feel like that was a good sit down, like because the boyfriend might be sorry for anybody that can hear Sabrina choking in the background. She's not actually choking, she just ate food too fast. Side tangent. But she's just gagging from this story. She's like, this is bullshit. Everyone sucks here. No, just kidding. But like the boyfriend might be gay, or like might just be gay, not bisexual, and so that is something that they might like, that's something they might have to leave the relationship for. And I feel like the way that they approached it was like very nice and being like, you have to be honest with me. So the fact that like he's writing the boyfriend and like approaching this nice, but like the whole visibly shaking and tears, like I think there's trauma there. Maybe they had a past relationship where it just like flipped on them.
Exactly. That's what made me concerned, because I'm like, clearly there might be something deeper here. Maybe.
And also like if he's bisexual, does it matter if you're
that too? Like it doesn't,
like
being bisexual doesn't negate
it. Kind of
that
reminds
they'd still
me
be into men
of like bi erasure. I don't know if he just wanted to know, or if it was like, I can't date you because you're bisexual, because I know there's a lot of males and lesbians, not a lot, but there's like males and lesbians that are like, I don't want to date a bi person because they're just gonna cheat on me with somebody else. And it's like, just because you bi means that you like both, and it, unless that person's a cheater, it doesn't mean that they're gonna cheat. So like this is, I don't know how he feels about the bisexuality or just wants to know. But it just, I don't know. There's I don't know. Let me see if there's any updates. This was from 9 months ago. So let me see if they have any updates. No, that's the only post they've ever done, and they haven't done an update in the post itself.
Okay.
So he's commented a couple times on the post saying, I never noticed it until he was bringing it up with me. So somebody says, does your SO only play male characters? So significant other, does he have these issues with himself? Like maybe internalize. They said, the OP said, I never noticed it until he started bringing it up with me. But yes, he's only played male characters from what I've seen. Like, what does he want you to play? Play video games with only males or nothing more? And the OP said, more or less. I told him no. More or less, that's what he wants him to do. I told him no, just because I don't want to quit a select games where that's not possible. Like Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, you can't change your gender in there. So somebody asked, like, also which game with, like, the eye emoji, because I think they were talking about, like, the big tits. Big tits. Or whatever. He said, I think he saw me playing Dead or Alive 6, which I don't know. Yeah. And somebody commented, like, if being exposed to bouncing breasts turns gay men straight, then Showgirl should have had several made straight gay men, like, or gay men straight, like, several generations ago. Right. Last comment he said, just for anybody, and again, the links are always in the show notes. So somebody asked, could you not have just simply explained to him that females you play in video games are chosen by the game and not you insisting or dismissing his feelings and saying he was being ridiculous? OP said, I said almost exactly in our very first conversation about it, and when he was unconvinced and thought I was lying, I called it ridiculous. The actual conversation was a lot longer than the responses I included because I was being mindful of the character limit in the sense of typing on the post. There have been other conversations like this with him as well, at least once every other day. So again, the whole conversation is there. So I don't think he's the asshole for playing female video games, but the approach to me, from at least what he said, but also he could be like, you're being ridiculous after a while, and I guess the boyfriend was insisting that he was lying about this. So that's how I feel. I feel like it's a little bit more of not the asshole than everyone sucks, but I agree. Especially being a gamer, I feel like he should understand that there's games that have female character leads, like. And what's the problem? I know. I don't know. Who knows? Even if it was customization characters, like, again, it can be a question to ask, but like the fact that it was Horizon Zero Dawn, like, it threw me off. I'm like, really? Like, right? It's a AAA game. It's very well known for, like, it's one of my favorite games. And, like, it's very well known for, like, the story and the gameplay and everything and the, like, graphics. Like, of course. So, I don't know. It just made me feel weird, but. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. All right. So, let's move on to our Fuck, Marry, Kills. Alrighty. Who's going first? Okay. Me. You're going first. All right. All right. We have an order and we always forget. And I always forget. Yeah, literally. Okay. So. Today they're like categories, they're things, okay? So fuck, marry, kill. Video games, board games, card games. The face you just made, is that yours? That's mine! Okay, so I guess we have one fuck, marry, kill this week. Oh my god, are you serious? I'm serious. I'm dead serious. I came up with this. I literally texted Eric. I didn't text him what it was because I didn't want to give him spoilers because he loves the podcast. I literally texted him at where it is. I texted him at like 2:45. Like, I have a good fuck, marry, kill. That's so fucking funny. I mean, it's less for the Instagram post, I guess.
It's true.
We're so in sync though. Like
we are of one brain cell at this point.
That's so funny.
That's hilarious.
You know what? Why?
I have it.
It's because you played Monopoly yesterday.
It's because I played Monopoly.
And I played
And then we were talking about Phase 10 the other day.
Yep. Okay.
So I'm like, ooh, video games, board games.
Should I come up with another one, or should we just do this one?
It's up to you.
Let's just do this one, because I feel like
let's just do this one.
Go
this
so
cute.
long. Maybe it'll actually be a shorter episode.
By 2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, so
all right.
I'll go first.
So, I don't even know what I'm gonna answer yet.
I know, it's a hard one.
It's a hard one.
Okay, so I think
that's so fucking funny.
I know. I think I'm going to. I've been thinking about this all day. Okay, so I think I'm going to marry. Oh, so we'll go fuck, marry, kill. So I'm gonna fuck card games. I'm gonna marry video games and kill board games, which breaks my heart. Do you have the same answers? Oh my god, this is your caption is gonna be easier because she takes
it's gonna be
Instagram
easy GG. Oh my god.
So I'm gonna go into my explanation and then you can go into yours.
Yeah,
that's so funny. Sorry, it cracks me up how in sync we are. Like every time we do something in sync, it just makes me so happy.
I know. Me too.
It just like proves how amazing our friendship is.
For real.
So anyway, so I have probably a little bit different than yours. So I love board games. I want to say this. I want to even grow my board game collection. I like have so many board games like saved in my TikTok to buy. Okay. I love board games. My brother actually got all of us different like board games and card games for Christmas, which was like freaking awesome. And then we played it while we were all home for Christmas. It was amazing. Okay. I love board games, but I grew up whenever we went to go visit my grandmother up in Canada for like that's where her like summer cabin was, we played card games, so like with the traditional card decks, and that was something that we like I grew up with. I know so many different card games, and so that's like near and dear to my heart. Also, I like to like go and travel, and like if I ever go down to Boston, I take like the train, and so that was something that you could play on a train. It's a lot more portable. So like card games, I'm even considering like Phase 10, like Uno, like
yes, me too.
In Phase 10, I love
goat cheese pizza.
Yes. And then Ramen Fury. That's a good one.
Ooh.
Yeah, I played it with my brother. It's just card based, and so I really really love card games because of the portability.
Yes.
And like it's just a nice thing to do while you're waiting. Like we played it while we were in the waiting room for my father-in-law's surgery. Like Phase 10 really passes the time to the point where we got a 3D printer. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I got a 3D printer and I have already downloaded not only a Phase 10 trophy because I want to make it for my family, but like a Phase 10 card holder pack because the boxes suck. Right? Yeah. So not only that, but they have the thing. So for Phase 10, they have the cards of like what are the different like phases you're at. Somebody made this thing that you put on it on the card and points to it. So you print out different colors or you like label them as yours so you know which one you're on. And I'm like, that's cool to me.
That's nice. Yeah.
So yeah, so I really but I love video games. I'm gonna have to marry video games because it's been an aspect of my life since I was very young, and it's something that like my husband and I can play together, and like we play together when we are long distance, and like you and I can play together. It's brought me so close with so many people around the world. I mean, like we play video games with somebody who's in the Czech Republic. I don't know why I stopped at Czech.
In the Czech.
In the Czech. So in the Czech Republic, we play with people in the UK. I played with people in Germany. Like
there's people across the country. Like it's just so cool.
It's so
Canada.
I feel like it definitely brings me close to certain people, and I'm gonna have to marry that. But I love card games. I fuck with a good card game, and I love board games. I'm gonna have to kill it because I like the portability of a card game.
Yeah. For the most part, my explanations are like the same, which makes sense. Card games for me are just, I'm not playing card games that often.
Yeah.
But like there's always like a specific time where I'm like, a card game is perfect right now. And it always like satisfies that need to like play a little game.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't last hours and hours and hours usually. So which I like. Well, I haven't I haven't played a lot of card games.
I will say one. No, Uno. If my sister's listening, my younger sister, I told her she can listen. Gabrielle, if you're listening, I will never play Uno with just my sister because we played a game that lasted 3 hours, and I will never play Uno with just her ever again. Ever.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Nope. I'm not like,
you're like,
jinx. No. So
that's so funny.
Yeah.
Wow, that's hilarious. But no, don't be sorry. For me, I've never had a card game last quite that long.
Yeah. Phase 10, I feel
like I just love card games. Phase 10 was a long one. But I even, like you said, like even like classic card game. Like I like, Rummy, whatever.
Yeah.
I even like when I was a kid, like I used to love Go Fish, and all that. Like we had some. There was a Portuguese one. I don't know if it was Portuguese, but we learned it in Portuguese because we grew up obviously with Portuguese. Called Burro, which means donkey. And I don't remember exactly how it goes, but like you didn't want to be the donkey.
Oh, it's like Old Maid.
Oh, maybe. I don't know what Old Maid is, but maybe.
You don't want to end up with the Old Maid. Is donkey a certain card?
I think so, but I don't remember which. Okay.
I wonder if it's
remember which. It's one that I haven't played in like almost 10 years, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I love card games. I love even like the card game, like the newer card games that are like specific sets of cards, like Phase 10, like Uno, like Taco Cat Go Cheese Pizza. There's another one called something Unicorns that I just played recently. Awkward Unicorn. I don't remember what it was, but I'll have to put it in the show notes when I figure it out. But it's so fun. It's just like little cards of unicorns. And
there's one that I'm gonna have to look up, and I feel so bad. It's called like Sparkle Kitty Princess, and it's a card game, and it's kind of like a board game in the sense that like it's all cards, but like you have like a tower and a princess, and you have to like it's I don't know if I can explain it, but it's like also. I like collecting special decks. So I have like a Parks
which is fun
and
with the
Rec
card
decks.
games. You can always expand. Yeah.
I have a Star Wars deck. I have a Parks and Rec deck, like in the sense of like the basic cards. I have a dogs one. I have a liquor based one that I got from like a promotion thing for like running a bar. And I also have like just other ones and stuff like that. So
and to be honest, I also love a good card trick.
Yeah.
I don't know any, but when people do them on me, I'm like, yeah, more please.
Also, I would just say, Eric, I know we have another deck. There's another deck that is not politically correct that somebody found, and there's like Grandpa's basement. I will not say what it is, but I know that we have it, and I'm not bringing it up because he's going to text me about it once it comes out. The podcast comes out.
My God.
If anybody wants to know, they can DM me, but we do not bring out that card game, that card deck.
No.
But I love my Parks and Rec one. And we got my sister
cute.
like a food one, like herbs and stuff. So yeah.
That's so cute.
That's so funny that we came up with the same one.
Dude, I know. But yeah, so card games are a total fuck. Video games are a total marry. I love video games now. I was introduced to I mean, like I said, I've played video games casually and once in a while my whole life. But Barbie games. Yeah, exactly. Barbie games. Rugrats in Paris,
Pajama
I think.
Sam's. Did you ever play Pajama Sam's or Putt-Putt?
No.
Oh, girl. I got introduced
I did play like Mario games growing up, like some of like the Mario Kart and stuff. It was like Mario or GTA, in between.
Yeah, I mean those are still games.
And then now that I've been introduced to like regular playing video game, like playing regularly, I mean, like 2 or 3 years ago at this point, it's like I couldn't go without them.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
And then board games, like you said, they take a long time. I do love board games. When I play them, I enjoy them. I really like Ticket to Ride, which I played for the first time recently.
Nice.
But given these options, I'm gonna have to kill the board games.
Yeah, I know. That's
Which
what I
sucks. I
was
can't
going
believe
back and forth. I can't believe
Yeah.
I know why subconsciously we both thought of it, or
We were
consciously
literally
like,
talking about
yeah.
Monopoly.
And then we were also like I don't know, we were talking about Monopoly and like different board games, and yeah,
Mhm.
so, and also Natalie of all trades, Natalie posted a picture of Villainous, like Disney
Oh,
Villainous,
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah, I
game.
played that recently
And
as
I was
well.
like, wait, is that one? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, oh, so it was in my mind. And I was like,
Yep.
ugh.
And I feel like it's come up the last few weeks. Like, I never used to do, like, game nights where I would play, like,
I
card games,
know.
board
I
games,
want to play
until
more game
recently.
nights. Yeah.
I started doing this, like, with Matt and Devlin. We've started going
Yeah.
over there, and we do, like, little game night kinda
I
things,
know.
and
I'm
it's
trying to
been a
do
lot of
that
fun, so
with more people, but like also nobody
if
lives near
we
me. Just
didn't live
kidding.
so
I
far
know. But
apart.
also I do want to play it with certain people that live near me too. But
Yeah.
there's certain people that you can't play board games with. Because like they're like, oh,
Yes.
it's too complicated, which is fine. Like if the board games
Yeah,
aren't your
it's
things,
fine.
it's fine. But like you just can't. So
Mm.
yeah, anyway, we're gonna go into streamer of the week.
Who we got?
We got Merurudesu, or simply known as Meru, or Merurudesu. Very, very good friend of both of ours. I've known her
Oh, yeah.
for, I guess, 19 months now. She came and lived with me or that was like how long I've been subbing to her. But
I feel like that sounds about right.
yeah, something like that. But like she came and lived with me for 4 months when like they were doing like a move, and like they had to like stay in a certain place for a while, and I was like, hey, why don't you just come live with me? And so she's literally streamed from my house. Like,
Yep.
We're very, very close. I love her so much. Her streams are so entertaining, chaotic,
So entertaining.
cozy, fun. That's how
Similar to Guffball.
Yes, very similar to Guffball.
Similar energy. Yes.
Yeah. With a lot more weed. No, just kidding. Not that much. But like very amazing, very cozy, comfortable, wholesome, but
Yes.
also chaotic a little bit.
Comfortable and wholesome. Exactly. That's
Yeah.
how it feels. Like you feel very comfortable there.
Yeah, and she talks about mental health. Obviously, no trauma dumping,
Yes.
but she talks about mental health and stuff like that. I'm a mod there, so I have to promote her out, even though I'm like one of the worst mods ever because I'm barely
Oh my
there.
God, please.
But also, it's just because the crazy life. But anyway,
Yeah.
she's also made our emotes. My follower emotes are by somebody
Yes.
else, but my emotes are,
Same.
and even the emotes that are in our Discord, which is in the
Yep.
show notes, those were made by her. I'm actually going to be commissioning more for her soon.
I do plan on doing that as well. I love our Meru emotes. She's the best. Her art is so good. Her little chibis, they're perfect. And she really like knows how to like grasp what you look like, even though it's like cutesy and like simple, but it looks like you. And she's like she's always been the best about it too, because like, so I had her do my emotes back in like September or August maybe starting, and she gave my sip emote. That was my first one by her, and she did it, and I had dark hair at the time. I went and got these blonde highlights, which you won't see unless you're watching, but I got the blonde like money piece. Literally like 2 days later, she was like, hey, I updated your emotes. I'm like, I didn't even ask her to do that.
Yeah.
And she's like, here's your blonde piece. And I'm like, oh my God, the best.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, with the Christmas emotes that she also made for me, like
I love them.
She's just the best. She's the best.
I love her. She's
dreams.
amazing. I just absolutely love her, and she's such a good artist. She's such a good streamer.
And she recently just got a brand new PC, and she has all these overlays that she made herself.
I know.
And it's just
she's
so
inspired me, even though I'm like, I don't
me
like
too.
mine right now. She's helping me in the sense of like figuring out how I like it, because I don't know if I'll be using a new one tonight, but I will be using a new one Wednesday, which is the day after this comes out. So it'll be March 1st.
Nice.
So yes, so that's twitch.tv/Merurudesu, which is MERURUDESU. So Merurudesu, she'll be in the show notes and in the description of the YouTube video. So yeah, Meru, I love you. I love you so much. She might be listening to this in the shower. So hi, if you're I hope you're having a good shower.
Mood. I hope you're having.
I have a speaker in my shower, so I like it when I listen to music.
I respect it. Yeah. I usually have my phone on when I'm in the shower.
Yeah. So But anyway,
So it
let's move
worked.
over to our outro.
Okay.
So I don't know why I'm announcing it like that. Anyway, so I hope that you guys had a good time. You can find us on socials on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Instagram, we try to post some of our reels, but they have a weird time limit with it, and I hate doing part twos. But anyway, TikTok, we post our Reddit stories over there. And YouTube, we post the full podcast and some clips over there. So that is Hotx Nudes Pod, HOTXNOODSPOD. You can also find us on Patreon, patreon.com, HOTXNOODSPOD. So Hotx News Pod. For $1 a month, you get an exclusive Discord channel, as well as exclusive Discord roles that have like fun little daily stuff. You also get ad-free episodes. For $3 a month, you get even more exclusive channels and Discord channels and roles, as well as a bonus episode a month and ad-free episodes and access to our book club. So feel free to go over there and support us. You can also email us at hotxnoodspod@gmail.com, hotxnudespod@gmail.com, where you can send us your Reddit stories. If you want to be anonymous, you can always let us know you can be anonymous. But you can send us like your stories or suggestions, or just any Reddit stories that you find. Feel free to email us, or just if you want to say hi. So again, you can find us all there. But is there anything you want to say before we go?
I think that's everything.
All right, we'll see you guys soon.
See you next Tuesday.